My name is David Harrison Greis. Welcome to the Greis Report, your unfiltered daily voice for truth. And oh boy, am I going to be unfiltered tonight. All right. So I just watched the biggest crap show I think I've ever seen in my life. RFK Jr., Donald Trump, Dr. Oz, and a bunch of other nincompoops were on stage today trying to tell people that Tylenol is a contributor to autism spectrum disorder. Now, there was like one study that found that there is some crossover in data set, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a cause of autism. If you want to investigate whether or not Tylenol causes autism, you need to actually do that in a laboratory, not with American people, not with women who are going to be giving birth in America. And then Donald Trump gets on national television and goes, tough it out. Tough out your pain. It's not that hard. Okay, misogynist. I wouldn't dare say anything like that. A woman who's pregnant is going to potentially be in pain. That's part of the process. And Tylenol, to my understanding, is one of the few things that they can actually take for it. Now, just to highlight, I'm autistic, and I've been studying autism since I was a child. It's actually my career as a special educator and behavioral specialist. I focus on autism spectrum disorder in children. Let me tell you something about behavior. Behavior is motivated by a want or a need internally. If a child who is autistic and they are nonvocal is engaging in some kind of a behavior to try to get your attention, listen to them. They are trying to tell you something. You have to work with them to figure out how best to communicate. But taking folate is not going to fix anything. Just because one child with autism showed up in a study that took folate and became more verbal, that could have been attributable to any number of factors. And even the people who wrote the article came out and said, hey, you got to have more evidence before giving this to the public. So what they're doing here is bad science. And the word salad that came out of Donald Trump's mouth was just bonkers. And RFK Jr., he's up there, he's using all the terminology, the hand flapping, the stimming, all the stuff that I know about. So if you understand what autism actually is, what the hell are you doing? Cut it out and maybe try to get some sense talked into your boss, because this whole thing is lunacy. So if you like what you're hearing tonight, please remember to like, subscribe, and down here I have an email address, thegreisreport@gmail.com. Again, that's thegreisreport@gmail.com. Please send us any tips, leads, story requests, any kind of engagement you want to have with us. We are happy to discuss things with our followers and our raise any concerns that you might have. And then in addition, if you do hit that subscribe button, it actually helps us get the news out there. So we really do appreciate that, and thank you so much to our already existing subscribers. I think we've passed 160 now, and you're doing amazing. So thank you so much. So I just want to end tonight talking about yesterday's Charlie Kirk funeral event. Now, what should have been a funeral turned into a political rally. And we have videos of Trump and Miller that I'm going to be showing you. First, let's see what Trump said.
He was a missionary with a noble spirit and a great, great purpose. He did not hate his opponents. He wanted the best for them. That's where I disagreed with Charlie. I hate my opponent, and I don't want the best for them. I'm sorry. I am sorry, Erica. But now Erica can talk to me and the whole group, and maybe they can convince me that that's not right, but I can't stand my opponent.
Oh, okay. I hate my opponent. I don't want the best for them. From the sitting president of the United States of America. Okay. Fascist. Now let's listen to Goebbels. I mean Stephen Miller and his nonsense, because this takes the cake.
And hello to millions of Americans all across this land who are gathered in sadness and sorrow to mourn Charlie Kirk, but also to dedicate ourselves to finishing his mission and achieving victory in his name. The day that Charlie died, the angels wept, but those tears have been turned into fire in our hearts. And that fire burns with a righteous fury that our enemies cannot comprehend or understand. When I see Erica and her strength and her courage, I am reminded of a famous expression. The storm whispers to the warrior that you cannot withstand my strength. And the warrior whispers back, I am the storm. Erica is the storm.
What a rat. That's it. He's a rat. He's a propagandist and a rat. And what I'm hearing as a consistent theme and message is that they're going to come after people like me, people like you, the viewer, everybody in this entire country that doesn't agree with them. And even if they do, you might not agree hard enough one day, and they'll come for you too. And that's how this works. That's how fascism works. It doesn't stop with the straw man, and it doesn't stop with the next step. It stops with the final solution. And if you know that word from somewhere and it's ringing some bells, it's because Hitler used it to exterminate everybody he didn't like. And this is where we're heading if we don't put a stop to it right now. My name is David Harrison Greis. Thank you for joining the Resistance, and have a great night.